literature genres. In this video, I will be studying life, idea, and works of Karl Marx. First, we'll be studying about who is Karl Marx. Karl Marx was born in the year 1818 in Germany, but he was died in the year 1883 in England. He was basically a German philosopher, economist, historian, socialist, and a political theorist, and he was also known as a journalist. Apart from that, he was a socialist and a revolutionary. Karl Marx, this name has been used as an adjective, a noun, and a school of social theory worldwide. And then his political and philosophical thought had strong influence on intellectual, economic, and political history. Marx lived in exile. Having come from Germany, he studied law and philosophy at the universities of Bonn and Berlin. After he has completed his education, he was married to a German woman called Jenny von Westphalen in 1843. She was also a political activist and a German theatre critic. Because of his political publications, Marx became stateless and he lived in exile. Marx was oftenly lived in exile and he was not living in a permanent place because of his political publications with his wife and children in London for decades. So the entire family had been moving from one place to another place or in exile. And we'll be knowing about the relationship between Friedrich Engels. Karl Marx developed his thought in collaboration with the German philosopher Friedrich Engels, and he also published writing and researching in the British Museum reading room. So both of them had been spending their time sitting in the British Museum reading room, and they had also collaborated and published writings. Now we will be knowing about what is Marxism. Marxism is a term derived from the name Karl Marx. So Marxism is about critical theories on societies, economics, and politics, collectively understood as Marxism. So Marxism consists of theories on society, economics, and politics. And human societies also develop through class conflict. What Marxism defines that, what is class conflict? Class conflict is developed through human societies. It is a conflict between the ruling classes that control the means of production. So we'll first understanding about what is class conflict, which is developed in the human societies. That in the human society there are two classes. One is ruling class and working class. Ruling class, the people of ruling classes will be controlling the means of production. Means of production in the sense the physical power, the physical energy of the working people. So and the working classes that enable these means by selling their labor power in return for wages. In simple manner, the working class people are working under the ruling classes by selling their labor power, selling their physical power in return for wages. So they want wages. Working class people want wages, which means the salary. For the salary, they are selling their physical power to the ruling class people in order to produce product. That is called Marxism. But Marxism here, Karl Marx trying to give support to the working class people. Now we will be knowing about the works which are main and popular, very famous by Karl Marx. In 1859, Marx published a contribution to the critique of political economy. It was his first serious critique of political economy. This work was a preview of his three-volume Das Kapital. We will know some of the important features of Das Kapital. In 1867, the first volume of Das Kapital was published, and volume 2 and 3 of Das Kapital were published by Engels after Marx's death. Volume 2 of Das Kapital was prepared and published by Engels in July 1893 under the name Capital II, the process of circulation of capital. Volume 3 of Das Kapital was published a year later in October 1894 under the name Capital III, the process of capitalist production as a whole. So this is the information about Karl Marx and his works' influence on the society, economics, and politics. Thank you for watching.